Hey, Minecraft peeps. This is JaRyCu coming at you from the unstoppable JaRyCu mod pack playthrough. Episode number, let's just go with 2,776,018.r.f. Yes, that just proves that not only can I not read, I cannot speak English, and letters are now numbers. Yes, exactly. Don't you forget it because Shiny Happy Batman said so. Yeah. Alright, guys. The weather is changing here in the south. I don't know if I mentioned this before. I live in Georgia in the United States. I don't have much of a southern accent, even though I was raised here, but I can really fake it. And y'all have heard me fake it a couple times already. And last week, we had a day where it was in like the 40s. The next day it was like 80. The next day it was 75. And it's been holding around 70 ever since. Until tonight. Well, today I got up this morning and everything felt a little bit different. I started to actually feel winter. And I know what winter feels like because I lived in Cincinnati for a year. And when you live in Cincinnati, you discover that the winter is cold. And when I say cold, I mean cold. Uh-oh. We're draining 12,000. Oh, it went night, that's why. Okay. If you're reading the text right there, I did indeed ask somebody if we can go and tour their base because we're going to go find out what it's all about. And we're going to have to upgrade our power, it seems. Because we are using a magnanimous bit of power. Because I made some upgrades. You remember in the last episode I built that gigantic mechanism tower looking deal? You know this guy? Where's my thing at? Yeah, this guy right here. So we got water going in. We got over 1,000 degrees of... I keep changing this, it keeps changing back. That says 1,000 degrees. Oh, dissipated. Okay, they're telling me different things. I'm still trying to figure out what all this means. But we're making a whole bunch of this yellow stuff. That's what it amounts to. That's all I really care about. How's this guy doing? I hadn't even checked on this guy today. You got a tool in there? Oh, that's right. I put the unbreakable hammer. Or mattock? Is that what it's called? Unbreakable mattock? Yeah, that guy. And he's got room for another modifier. He doesn't need it. How much wheat are we looking at now? 2.3 thousand wheat. Over 1,000 of the nether quartz essence. Yeah, this farm is paying off, even at slow. You know, this is no torturinos, no greenhouse glass, nothing that speeds it up. It's just there. You know, I haven't checked on Hedwig. Hedwig, you still doing okay today? Hey, Hedwig. Hey, she doesn't seem like she's completely ticked off at me anymore. I guess feeding her those spider eyes made her kind of happy. Still haven't gone to find her a mate yet. That'll be on the list of things to do eventually. Oh, and there's a waypoint I can now kill. I'll leave it on to show you what I was using it for. It's a little pro builder's tip in case you've just never thought about it. Uh-oh. While my game freezes up. Here we go. What I do here is when I'm running cables and stuff, or I want to be underground and you can't see from here to there, I'll place a marker down. You know, you just hit B, make a new waypoint, and I'll make sure it's a bright color so I can see it. And then you go side to side until you're even with it. So be about right there. Then you go straight forward and you're there. And then once you get everything run, you're good to go. And then you just go back and delete your waypoint. Bam. Pretty nifty, right? I thought so. If you didn't know that information, well, now you do. Alright, so you can tell this room has opened up some. Remember I showed you how I was like getting machines and making machines and all that? I have been doing a lot of making machines. So let's get out. Oh, you know what? This button. We'll just use some of this. Yeah, almost all this is like conduit facade. So down here, you can't see it because it's so dark down in there. But right below, let's see. You can see in the tooltip, I've got a mechanism electric pump. And I made a 2x2 infinite water source down there. We're running top tier ender energy conduit all through here. And top tier fluid conduit. This stuff transfers multiple liquids and it's instant. Like the second it hits it here, it's wherever I want it to be. So I've got it running up to, come on, there we go. Got it running up to this electrolytic separator. I've got two of these. I've got these set with max upgrades, see 8 energy, 8 speed. So max upgrades. Let's kill that conduit for a minute. Here's the other one. What I'm doing is I ran them both to an elite purifying factory. Yes, purifying factory. If you're starting off with the basics, you want to look at this right here, the purification chamber. This is when you first get started in the game. This is the real easy one to make. You just need some iron and some osmium and you're pretty much good to go. And then you can upgrade it to the basic, advanced, and elite factories. Obviously, they get more expensive as you go. So I used all the upper end ones here. You can tell because they're diamond colored for the most part. So this is the elite purifying factory. What you do is you pump water into this guy, the electrolytic separator. It takes water and it separates it and makes hydrogen and oxygen. Pretty simple. You learned that in high school chemistry, right? So for this, we're not using the hydrogen. I've already got plenty of power most of the time, as long as somebody sleeps the night away. So I'm taking the hydrogen, and I filled up a tank. This is an elite tank. It holds 256,000 millibuckets, aka 256 buckets, of whatever gas you put into it. Gas or, well, this is a gas tank, so there's gas tanks and liquid tanks, whichever one you're using. I don't want that. No, I don't want to do that. Okay. It'll fill back up. And so we're dumping hydrogen over there. Oxygen goes to this guy. See how this is full of oxygen right here? So every time my quarry is over here, and you see right here the texture's working. If I go over here, it turns to black. Over here, it turns to clear. But right now I've got this thing hunting. It's hunting for gold, diamond, or osmium emerald. The gold, the iron, and the emeralds I can process automatically. So what I did here is I hooked up conduits. Here we go. You can see through the bottom of the chest here. It's pulling out those three ores, iron, gold, osmium, automatically. It's running them through here. And it sticks them up, not to the separator, but it sticks them into the purification chamber. Or the elite purifying factory in my case. And you saw a couple of iron pop in here. And it turns them into, I haven't figured out what it turns them into because it happens so quickly. I don't really know what's going on. But whatever it turns them into comes over to the crushing factory, which crushes them. And that sends them over here to the enriching factory, which enriches them. And that sends them over to the smelting factory, which smelts them. And that sends them up to the diamond chest, which doesn't do anything because, you know, it's a chest. Now you notice that chest is empty. And see if you can see this, because I've been trying to go back and backfill things. I stuck an importer with a stack upgrade and 3 speed upgrades onto the back of the chest, and it's looking for iron, gold, and osmium ingots, and it automatically puts them into the system. Remember the cable we were talking about running a few minutes ago? That cable goes up through here. I don't have any more of those blocks. I don't see any more. I want one more of them at least, so we'll just get a whole bunch of them. Let's fix this while we're here. Some little things. You got to pay attention to something. Okay. Now this one, I haven't figured out how to do, like, I've got the, oh, I didn't put one right there either. Bam. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to go back and change those conduit facades later. I haven't figured out how to do that with refined storage cable. You know how to hide it like that. So right now I just kind of put it up in the ceiling. It looks okay. It looks kind of neat. So right now we have completely automated ore processing, except for like diamonds and emeralds. They will go into a separate machine. Those go into, where do they go? Diamond ore. Because I need to get those things processing. I don't know. What do you use them in? Here we go. Those will go into an enrichment chamber, diamond, and give me 2 diamonds. And I'm not sure I want to go that route because, you know, I've got fortune 3 on here. which means if I break it myself, I'll get more than 2 out of it. I'll average out to getting like 3 or 4 out of each one, which is a better deal. So let's look at that again. If I stick that in here, I only get 1. I'll get 1. I get 1 with a chance at 2. That's not so good. Here I get 2 dust, which I don't want. I don't want to recycle them. Don't want a furnace because that only gives me 1. Crusher gives me a 20% chance to get up to 3 more. That crusher gives me a guaranteed 2. Yeah, see, the best I can do automatically is 2. So I'm going to save those, and I'll just grab the emeralds and the diamonds out, and I'll manually smash those every so often. Now, the other thing you see in my bar down here, this is a diamond chest transporter. There are several chest transporters up here. They go all the way from a wooden one, tin, iron, gold, diamond, copper, silver, and obsidian. And from what I can tell, I haven't looked it up, but I made a few of these when I was playing Hermit Pack, I think it was. And the only real difference that I found was that the better the material, the longer it lasts. It's a durability thing. So to make one, it's really simple. You take whatever the material it's going to be, and then you make a U out of sticks and put that material on the bottom. So like, for example, the diamond one was 5 sticks and a diamond. That one, the tin one, is 5 sticks and a tin. And, you know, it's not very complicated. The only thing I don't like is when you pick it up, you get jump boost, but then you get mining fatigue, hunger, and slowness. So I can actually kill myself just by holding it. That's never a good thing. So let's go in and eat back up real quick. Got it. Okay. So I think I showed you in an episode or two ago how full this thing was. Now obviously we've already processed almost everything. So look at that. You can see the iron going up here. This is the 3-time system, by the way. This is not the top tier. Like, I'm not even using all that brine we're making at that big thing up there. We'll get to that later, because I'm not really sure how that works yet, but we're going to figure that part out. But as you can see for now, that makes, for every ore, that gives me 3 ingots back. So that's better than I was doing in the last episode when I was getting 2 back. Now, I want you to see how much we have. That puts us, when I processed everything in that chest, we're at almost 20,000 iron ingots. That was only 10 days ago when I had no iron and no gold. And look, I've got 7,270 gold. I mean, it's just ridiculous. I mean, ridiculous. Now, let's see. For now, we can throw this in, throw this in, throw this in. Ended up not using that at all. There's more speed upgrades. Those are for conduits. Do I need anything else to be faster? I think everything's good now. I don't really need it to be faster since it's caught up. So we'll throw those back in there for now. Let's see. Throw those in. Let's throw this in here too. I don't have a dump chest in case I do any manual. I'll check that out. Got a bunch of it at once. Yeah, now, you notice I took apart my filter system over here. Like, there's the trash can from it. Because it turns out I didn't need it. Now that I've got the filter in here that I want, it's not going to pull dirt and grass and all the other garbage out of it that it did when I first set it up. So I don't have to worry about it. I filled in the wall over here with some more stone. That's not facade, that's real stone. Just to try and start consolidating this and making it look better. And, oh, I lost some stuff. Crud. What are these called again? Factory blocks. I meant to put those back up. Factory. Oh, I changed them out too. No, there we go. Okay. There we go. Now I've got a whole wall over there. With one hole for that stupid thing right there that I can't figure out how to get rid of. It'll be okay though. Still got these guys, still got that. Okay, we're good. Oh, and I made another machine. This is called an osmium compressor. I made the mechanism multi-tool. It's called this guy, the atomic disassembler. I made this, and to make this you have to make refined obsidian ingots, which you make refined obsidian dust by taking obsidian dust, mixing it with the diamond stuff over here, and then you get that out of it, and then you cook it and you get your ingot. And I had to do that. You know, while we're at it, how hard is this to make? Let's see if I have any of those. Because I like having bows. And the crystal bow is neat from Britannia, but this bow is pretty neat too. Can I make you? Craft one of those. No, just one. Start, got everything. Yep, I can make you. Where you went, I'll never know. So we'll just do this again. Okay, maybe we won't. What is that thing called? Energy tablet. TAB. Stick you here. Pull you out. And it fills up. Fire mode off. I don't know what that means. Let's see what time of the day it is. Oh, good, it's nighttime. Let's see if this thing works. Oh, crud. I gotta go fix my flight. I played another prank on Boxo a while ago. Uh-oh. That's not working out very well, is it? Look like I can just one-hit everything, but this is going to get out of hand pretty fast. So let's get back in here. Yeah, I haven't taken this down yet because I actually like the way it looks. Don't tell him I said that. I'm also having some trouble down here with the mob farms. This one's working fine. You see I've got the floor torn up because I'm trying to figure this out. The chest right there, I spent probably an hour down here last night. And that chest, oh, I lost some of that stuff. What is... Yeah, I ended up just leaving a hole there because I keep making more and more things that need Enderman and a soul vial. So I figured I'd just leave the stupid hole. That chest last night, the vacuum chest, would not pull items in. It filled up and that was it. It was done. It didn't want to do anything else no matter what I did. I emptied it and it still wouldn't pull items in. Today it seems to be working. That's so strange. The cursed earth farm I left broken. This guy I've never had trouble with. He just does what he does. And you see we're getting... I think we're still getting stuff. Wither... Yeah, I've gotten 10 wither skeleton skulls here in the last few minutes. So everything seems to be working out down here for us. Now, why is my mechanism bow not working? Do I need an arrow? It's not like I don't have any. Let's see if that was the problem. Okay, I thought it had infinite arrows. Put those back up. Not like I need them, but... What is this thing's deal? No, not that button, not that button. Fire mode off. What is the fire mode? I wish Mechanism came with a book and actually told you things. You know what? I better know where to find that. I bet there's an option for it. Controls. Where's the mechanism section? Journey map mechanism. Armor mode switch. Item mode switch. That says M. Let's see if I have a free button. Number pad 8. That sounds good, right? So I'll put you back down here. I don't see where that's doing anything. Nope, not doing anything. So that wasn't the button. We're going to try one more thing and then we're just going to go do something else. Configure. Anything in here? Machine tier usage client. What's in this one? Oh Lord, I'm not going to make y'all watch me go through all that. Okay, so we'll throw this back in the system and I'll play with it later. Because that is so not how I remember that being. Don't need you. Keep you. Throw you. Keep some buckets on me at all times. Shouldn't need a chisel for walking in the world. We're going to go pay a visit to JC. He's the guy who owns and runs the server. Set 0. You saw the conversation. I was asking his permission to come out there before I started recording because I just wanted to make sure he didn't care. He's been spending a lot of time. He's not anywhere near as technologically advanced as we are. In fact, he might be one of the slower base builds on the server, but he is not doing it for speed. Like, I'm not doing it for speed, but it's getting faster because of all the stuff I've already done. He's doing it for the pure enjoyment of it. So he's like really chiseling, bidding his house. So I want to go out there and take a look at that for real quick. So let's go out to JC's house. There we go. Alright, now he has just transformed this. He's got coarse dirt everywhere. I'm going to hit lag for a second while this loads in. I mean, look at this. Look at the stairs he's built. It's all chisels and bits. This is new. I don't remember going up here. Oh, he's got a new flat area. This used to be a mountain. His was the first smeltery on the server, so I spent a lot of time out here. Hey, hey, hey. Where is he at? He's this way. I guess the house is up here now. Yeah, this is the original smeltery on the server. I donated the tool forge, but he built everything else. Man, look at this house. I think he uses glass as a what do you call those things? I don't build stuff. I don't know. But I mean, look at this house. This house is amazing. But he does all kinds of cool stuff. I mean, look at the detail in this. That is just amazing the way he does all this to me. And he says, hey, YouTube, so everybody be nice to JC. I mean, look at the windows. Oh, there's a skeleton. Let's go take care of that for him. Bam. I mean, look at this. That is just... That's unreal the amount of detail he put into that. You can even see the grain of the wood. Oh, he's breaking out. Scaffolding. That's the word I was looking for. Scaffolding. Whoever shouted that out in the future and I heard it back here in the past, thank you for doing that. This base is amazing. I love the windows, dude. That is so cool. That's like those double tier windows you see on House Hunters or something on TV where you can flick a button and it goes all foggy and becomes a wall instead of a window. That is too cool. And then he's got mods up under here. He hasn't done a lot besides the house. Oh, check that. He's even... Golly, look at that. The roof shingles are just... Wow. Yeah, that's definitely his scaffolding. Are you using blueprints for the chisels and bits? Just in case y'all are watching this and you don't know, look in the tooltip. The name of the mod is actually Chisels and Bits. And it's Direwolf did a spotlight on it. I'm not very good at it. Direwolf wasn't very good either. He just showed you the basics, but I am so not good at all at it. Let's see if he'll do one to let us watch. Oh, wow. Yeah, you can, once you do something you like, you can take a blueprint of it and then just copy it over and over and over. Kind of like in Factorio if you've ever played that. Oh man, look at that. That is so cool. And then when you break it, it doesn't break in individual bits. It breaks in as a block. So you can place it back down as a block. That's too cool. I thought you guys would get a kick out of seeing somebody who's going like really head first into building and doing a really good job of it. Now all the trees he's planted out here, and I've seen different trees at different times out here. Those are spruce, but I've seen slime saplings out here and different things that he's planted. Everything is just the way he wants it. So that's really cool. Alright, YouTube, hang on one second. Let me talk to him for a second. I'll be right back. And we're back again. I'm at another player's base. He hasn't been on the server today. He normally plays a decent bit. I can't remember where he said he was. I think he's out in California somewhere. This is a guy who goes by the in-game name of Genius. And man, his base is laggy. But I wanted to show you this one because he's got some of the tier 4 items out here. Like for example, this is the tier 4 solar I'm going to be building. This thing puts out somewhere in the neighborhood of like 50 to 55,000. What is up with the pipes? Yeah, like 50 to 55,000 RF per tick. Per tick! It's just phenomenally wow. This thing, I don't even know what this is. Laser core, vein ore miner controller. What's he got going in here? Wow, look at all the stuff he's got out of this. Now, this is more expensive than the quarry we have going, but this will get materials for environmental tech you can only get from doing this. And it gets dimensional shards? Didn't know that. Sardis quartz, ardite. This might be worth looking into. This could be worth looking into. Whole glowstone blocks. Huh, what is that pipe? The last cable. That carries 576,000 RF. Wow. Didn't even know something like that existed. That is one cool looking cable though. Yeah, this base is definitely laggy. Genius, if you're watching this, don't mean to call it laggy because you do have a cool base. He's got this, that's a Ender Dragon egg generator. That's it. That's what it's called. That puts out like 500 GP. You remember how my little water mills back in episode 3 or 4 were putting out like 4 to 6 GP a piece? Yeah, that's putting out 500 GP. That gives you a whole lot of power. This was the first guy who had the magic bean farm going. We found out tonight that Cyclic updated it and it's got a much, much better magic bean thing going. Like they updated it so it's not as broken, so to speak. So we're debating if we're gonna like start using those again. This is a, I don't know what this is. Advanced generators. Apparently this is a multi-block structure where you can just add things to it. We might look into that for a future episode, because I've never played with that mod before, so that might be kind of cool to play with. What's he got in here? Liquid ethylene. It's got 16 buckets in there. I guess that thing runs off of ethylene. I don't see any mobs around me. Turn this back. Yeah, I don't see any mobs around me, so we'd be safe to look around here for a minute. Is that where he's making it? Okay, he's making ethylene there. There's a tank with it, 14.5 thousand buckets. My guess is ethylene comes out of this somewhere. Oh, more mechanism. So you're going to take, let's see, seeds. Nothing in there. I guess the wheat goes in there. That crushes the wheat, which goes into there. There's a separator. Pressurized reaction chamber. Rotary condensator. Wow, that's complicated. I guess that's how you make that fuel. Oh, and then he's got the MC multi-part. Wow. We'll have to come back when he's on to get him to show us how it works. Let's give myself flight back. Let's go check out Box's base real quick. JaRyCu.meh. Okay, good. Yeah, there we go. Lag is gone. That's just his base that lags a lot. Oh, I need to put a light in here too, or else we're going to have mobs spawning. Oh, come on. There we go. I want to go from my base to his base. Dial it. Got it going good. Send me there. Because if he hasn't fixed it, I played one more practical joke on him. Let's see if he fixed it yet. Oh, yeah. Remember the unstoppable mod pack sign he had up? Well, I made him now the official home of the Taylor Swift fan club. Me and YouTube are checking out the Taylor Swift fan club headquarters. Oop, Taylor. I can spell Taylor, I promise. So that's pretty funny, isn't it? Oh, he's got more chickens. Can you break the screen? I had to break it to change it, and it's using, dang, I can't spell, my GP now. Okay, cool. And then he's still got the sign of me inside. That's just too funny to me. I love that. Well, I'll prank him a little more. We'll give him some more chickens later. Because those chickens are not quite out of control yet. Yeah, when you use the screens, it comes up like the old out of order on the old TVs. And then it goes out. And he's putting the URL in now to get a picture back up there. But guys, I think that's going to be it for this episode. I wanted to do a few base tours. I wanted you to see what all was going on the server. Let you see some other stuff going on. Man, oh man, oh man. He's got a purple slime island there. But let you know I'm not the only one here, and let you know that my playstyle is definitely not the only way to go. Putting up big pictures of me is definitely the only way to go. Y'all should all do that. That's on Imager. You can just grab it off. I don't think I made it private. But, you know, putting a picture of me everywhere would not be the worst thing in the world. Yeah, there we go. Taylor Swift fan club headquarters is now gone. Kind of sad about that, but I'll live. Alright, guys. If you liked the episode, hit the like button. I know it's a change of pace. We'll get back to building something next time. If you've not hit that subscribe button, hit the subscribe button. And share this out with your friends. Put it on Reddit. Put it on Facebook. Put it on Twitter. Put it on wherever you put stuff on. I don't know. Wherever you put it on, put it on. Thank y'all for coming out, guys. Y'all have an awesome day.